Yes, I'm convinced that my college is trying to get rid of me. If my last video didn't convince you, I'm pretty sure this one will. So after I was able to get out of the drowning amount of parking tickets that my campus police put down my throat, I'm apparently not even allowed in my own dorm now. I'm going to tell you 3 stories that will sure convince you that the people at Platteville just do not like me or respect me. The first one I like to call the Megan heist. The second one is going to be called The Witch That Didn't Let Me In. And lastly, The 12 at Night Runaway. So stay tuned and hope these stories convince you that my college just does not like me or is trying to get rid of me. So, the first story happened roughly a week before the tickets were given to me, to give you guys a little time frame. My group usually gets brunch on the weekdays, and some people in the group are in my dorm while others are away in separate dorms. And one of the people in my dorm, Megan, was running late, so I took all my friends from the separate dorms, and we basically, stormed in on Megan's dorm. And when I mean storm, I mean like we fucking got in there and we like stormed just like the FBI. And I'm pretty sure they would have been impressed the way we just busted into her room. And lo and behold, a Karen appears out of nowhere. Megan's RA started questioning us. I and I guess looking back, I was a little questionable to begin with, since I constantly looked like the Fonz with my leather jacket. I would have questioned myself too. But this lady was fucking furious. She started like blaring questions like a drill sergeant at us. Like questions like, what are we doing? How do we know Megan? Where are we living? What's my badge number? All while she looked at me and my friends and like she was just about ready to call her mom to tell us to get out of the building. So I reassured her that I lived there and I proved to her with all my credentials in mind, and I honestly felt like I was getting hit by the police, but she eventually left us alone. And we took Megan, we got brunch and stuff, and I honestly felt like that was a weird scenario, but I didn't think much about it until I came back after Thanksgiving break on Halloween. And I was bringing all my stuff back into my dorm, but my hands were too full to open up the door myself, so this lady, barely dressed in this witch outfit, saw me struggling with this package to get to the door, and she was holding onto the door until I got to the door, and then she proceeded to close the door right in front of me. And then she started questioning me whether I was truly living there. And now my purple face holding onto a box that was roughly around like 60 pounds, I'm guessing. And this lady was now questioning me while I'm barely trying to breathe. And I was just like, fuck this. I'm Jacob Bensman. I'm on the second floor in room 230. I'm majoring in software engineering and my roommate is Hawken. Please, could you just hold the door for me, for God's sakes? And she finally gave in and allowed me to go and drop all of my stuff off. She was nice afterwards, of course, and forgave herself for not believing me. After that scenario, I thought that it was over. Until one night, around like 12:30 a.m., I would get stopped for the last time. I sometimes will walk around at night around Platteville to get some fresh air and space. And I especially like those nights because no one is out and I just get that feeling like, hey, I'm like the only person in the world. And that sometimes is very much needed under the stress of college. And halfway through the walk, I noticed something very wrong. I realized that my ID that I usually bring along with me, I left on my desk in front of my laptop, and I needed that to get back inside. So now it's like 12:30 a.m. There's like no one around, and I had to somehow get back into my dorm without my ID. At this time, all my friends were most likely asleep. At this, so that was literally no use there. And as I was heading back to my dorm, I was excited to see someone was going inside. I think about three people, a girl and a couple of her friends. I can't remember exactly. I just remember like the girl's face. And I ran up to them shouting and screaming that I need to get inside, that I left my ID and there's no way I can get back inside. And they just looked at me. They slowly went to the door, they opened it, and then walked inside and left me behind in the cold. They didn't even question me. They didn't even give me a chance at all. So I sat there for a bit, just waiting for anyone to just show up and be able to go in my dorm. And lucky me, my RA, Austin, came to save the day. Lucky lad. And showed up and I told him that I've left my ID behind. I need to get back inside. And I was ever so happy to finally be able to get back inside in the warmth. And then I told him about the people that left me behind and didn't even give me a chance to question myself. And he just couldn't believe that that happened to me. I told him like all the other stories as well, like ticketing, because this was after the ticketing. So I told Austin about all the shit that was happening to me. He just could not believe it, and honestly, he probably believed me that the college was trying to get rid of me. And I was glad that I was able to sleep that night in my bed and not on a cold, wet ass bench. That was nice. Well, those are the three stories of the people questioning me. If these didn't convince you, I have one more thing that happened to me up my sleeve. So just keep in tune, and hopefully that last one, if you didn't get convinced here, that one will surely convince you that they are trying to get rid of me. So please like these stories, or if you want to see more videos like this, hit the like button and subscribe. I don't really care about how many likes or subscribers I get. I care about telling stories, creating these content for you guys. And I hope you liked it. See you guys in the next one. Don't forget to say hi to Jerry in the comments down below. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Here's some other videos that you might enjoy. Peace.